if you want a bad one, I'm just being real.
No, I guess.
You open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
In case you guys have not been made aware, Shaq, adding on to his already established career, a relationship coach, and his statements caught the attention of a lot of people. Some good, some bad, some don't really care because it's Shaq, of course. But why is it that a lot of people all of a sudden have a lot of energy to give advice when it comes to relationships when they may not even be the best people? Is this a money grab? Is this an attention-seeking thing? But first, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, make sure you share. Why are you still listening? Subscribe.
A relationship, the day you fall off, that woman ain't interested as you think.
Yeah, once you start complaining and dragging your feet.
She don't want to hear no complaint. The day you come home and think you could be like, baby, I was down, I lost it. She gonna stroke your ego, but she gonna remember that time. You cannot let them see you one time down. The world can't see your head down one time.
Ever.
So I tell people,
I want you both to know that you can.
No.
Like, and I know that you've experienced.
Cannot.
I don't want to get to like Dr. Phil shit right now.
No, but
You don't think you've ever had someone that you really could trust and really open up?
now if you want to keep it, now if you want to give somebody else some coochie all the time, you know what I'm saying if you want a bad one, I'm just being real.
No, I guess.
You open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
In your whole life?
Bro, I'm telling you. they
You know,
gon-
got players like I could, me and him related.
Yeah.
This is our first time meeting,
Yeah, I
but
can tell you guys.
yeah,
There's
no,
some
I don't.
connection here,
Oh, no.
They're going to tell you can't.
Because you know why?
but it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped like a motherfucker.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're going to throw it back in your face.
So I've had
why.
that.
Real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you cry, because your dad
yeah,
left.
yeah.
The first thing I do even want to talk about is a lot of people, including myself, we have all of a sudden forgotten, why do we get into relationships to begin with? All these rules, why do we get into relationships to begin with? I know it's been lost in our culture today because most people get into relationships just because of sexual access, other people because of financial access, other people because they're bored. Different reasons for different people, but for some reason we have forgotten one of the major pillars of what it takes to make a relationship work. And I am no relationship guru. This is just my opinion and just from what I've seen from both sides, because I could also be wrong, but this is where we're going to talk about it. But let me see your opinion in the comments section and we'll talk about it more from there. What is your reason to enter relationships? Different discussion for a different day. Let's talk about Shaq. Now, Shaq does not have the best track record when it comes to dating. At least to the newest information, Shaq is single. And even though single people have a very smart perspective about relationships, because single people date, of course, they come across different types of people, there is a limited knowledge that is available to people that are not in a married relationship and have not been married for the last couple of years. And frankly speaking, I think if you've been married for 5 years, this is just my opinion speaking, I'm not married, but if you've been married for 5 years, I still think that's pretty new because this is 5 years out of a lifetime of decisions. I would take what somebody says about a 30-year marriage compared to what someone has to say about a 2, 3 year, 4, 5 year marriage.
You're only your wife to open up.
Yeah, and I think at that point you have to really know. Like, for example, if you're gonna marry someone but you do have like a open relationship or something where like he's successful and he wants multiple women, I don't think he should be vulnerable with any of them because he might have more than one wife. He might have whatever. It could get messy. Like now one feels like she's more important than the other because he pillow talks her and not the other one. So at that point you just gotta stay 10 toes and not tell nobody shit. But if you're gonna really be serious with one person and put in the time and everything, like actual dedication, because to be honest, even me as a woman, I'm not vulnerable unless I know that's gonna be my husband, you know what I mean? And like I haven't gotten there yet, other than what I said about the dude earlier, where I felt like that could be somebody that I could really be with, committed.
So would you say that in a marriage a woman values security probably at the highest level because now you're married to that person?
Absolutely, as well as protection.
Okay, so if you value protection at an even higher level at marriage, wouldn't it be counterproductive for you to open up vulnerability wise when you're the one that's tasked with protecting and securing her?
It is sad the states that relationships and marriage is in our society today, because it seems like the most prominent people, not the only people, the most prominent people that are giving marriage advice or relationship advice are people that are single or people that are not serious when it comes to relationships at all. But I will say what Shaq is saying, he does have a point, because this is something that also a lot of men experience in their relationships or in their getting to know their partner stage. And this is where it then dives deeper into a different branch of this aspect that a lot of people are not looking at.
Because you're showing weakness. But that woman depends on you to provide her security at an even higher level now because you guys are now married. So if someone is looking to you for security and strength at the highest level because now you guys are married, wouldn't it be counterproductive to open up and be vulnerable?
I don't believe so. And the reason why is because if my husband did that for me and it was something that I really needed him to do that for, I would actually see him as stronger because that took a lot, you know?
That's a good point, but what if she thinks opposite? Oh, no, my nigga's weak. I don't like that.
That's not her husband. It's my husband we talking about.
No,
I wouldn't look at him
but
like that.
You have a good example, but she might not. So I'm going to assume that if I open up to you, it could be either way. But then I jeopardize my relationship because I don't know what's going to happen. Or how you're.
And then also, you got to look at like women overwhelmingly initiate divorces and breakups. And on top of that, I could lose half my money, lose my alimony, lose my kids, have to pay child support. And I'm the one that's tasked with securing you. So like, why would I put all that up for risk and be vulnerable to you when you might not take it the right way?
Well, I think a lot of the women who initiate these divorces and things like that, in my personal opinion, it's kind of obvious from the beginning. Like, yeah, she has good qualities and good traits, but there's things that she's asking for, she wants that at some point, if you don't have it, she probably won't stick around.
But can you agree as well? Women fall in love and they fall out of love. So they might love you at the beginning, but let's say you get fat, you know, you tend to be not as productive as you used to be.
We need better voices. And I know that they are better voices. And I do know some better voices. But unfortunately, people don't like to listen to these voices because they don't talk about the things that feed the desires or the wrong desires for which people want to enter into relationships. And we have to come to terms with that. Sometimes we don't always want to enter into relationships for the right reasons. Sometimes we enter into relationships for the wrong reasons. And that is the foundation of the problem at which a lot of us face in the world that we live in today. And when it comes to the better voices, those better voices are happy in their marriage, living a low-key life. They don't talk much about things that are going on in their personal life. They don't talk much about the things that please the eyes and please the lifestyle that a lot of us want to have, unfortunately, or will I say fortunately for them. So it then comes down to, who will you listen to? Because even though Shaq may have a point, that's just from his perspective, and you must understand that he's saying that because of the mindset that led him to be single and lonely as he is at his age in the first place. Now, not everything that Shaq will say will be wrong. You take what is good for you and you leave what is bad. But trust me, if you do not know what is good, you will absorb everything and your life will be in utter chaos. Just so you know, this is the same Shaq that said that men shouldn't cheat on their wives because he did it and he ruined his family and he wished he could take it back. This is also the same person that is saying this statement. And the way one thinks, you can see how it's linked to other actions and other thought processes. Because maybe, just maybe, Shaq could not tell his wife some things about the things that he was going through because he didn't fully trust her. And that could have also played into the reason as to why he went out and did other things that we don't even know may have happened in their own personal bedroom or in their own personal family life. Anytime there are crumbs or pieces of toxicity, just remember that it came from a full plate or for a full meal, and those people just happen to leave some signs for everyone else that's outside the table to see. And this is just a general topic that I'll say. There is no such thing as unconditional love. I do not know where people get that concept from. If you stop doing the things that your partner met you doing, or if you don't always seek to improve, you may not always improve, but at least seek to improve. I do not care who you are. You are not God, neither are you Jesus. You will begin to lose affection for your partner, male or female. That's just the truth about life. Human beings don't want to go backward in anything in their life. And if you're providing them a safety net, you have to get better. You may not like it. It is what it is. You always get older. You never get younger. So why would you want to get worse in other areas of your life, especially when it comes to the relationship with the person that you choose to live your life with for the rest of your life? And when you stop doing those things, of course, your partner will find it harder to open up to you. And this applies to both sexes. And this is something that we don't always talk about, but it needs to be talked about. And this is my final point, but let me know what you think about it. You will never know your partner 100%. I do not care how close the both of you think you are. Because let me tell you something. You do not know how your partner will be 10 years from now. You do not know them 100%. Even if you do know them 100%, or you think you know them 100%. You do not know every single thing that your partner has gone through, because some things that your partner has gone through, they've forgotten that they even went through it. So the idea of knowing your partner completely is a lie, because it will take a whole lifetime for you to even know who exactly you are and who you want to be. Some people don't even know who they want to be, and they're like 90 something years old. They just coasted through life, living every day in the moment. So if it's going to take you a long time to know who you are, what makes you think you can study somebody else and know exactly who they are? You may be able to know their character or the generalistic state of their mind, but you will never really know their true potential. That's the point of growth in a relationship. Now, I'm in no relationship, but this is just what I've seen from my own personal studying and taking the time to do my research on all these people from both sides. And let me know what y'all think. So if you guys support Shaq, subscribe to the channel. And if you guys do not support Shaq, still subscribe to the channel.